You've probably used something like Perplexity AI before to find information, and you've probably thought, man, technology, look, AI can search the internet now. But it's actually quite simple the way it works. And it works that way because of something called tool calling. It's as simple as this. You ask it something. Now, before responding to you, it looks at this query and says, should I call a tool? And if it determines yes, it will generate something that looks like this. And so that's it on the AI's part. It literally just generates that and that's it. After that, an automatic program looks for a tool token if it exists. And if it does exist, it will look for the name of the tool to call and the details of like, okay, what's the query and everything like that. It will execute the search. And then when it retrieves the results, it feeds it to the AI model. And now the AI model is going to generate a response to you. And this is literally the entire process. But how in the world does it determine if to call a tool or not? Because it generally that's smart enough and kind of aware to know, oh, I cannot respond to this. I should probably give this dude advice from the internet. And that comes through a process that you probably know of, which is training. Now listen, this is your friendly reminder that LLMs always produce numerical tokens. Just please remember that, because a lot of people don't know this and get confused and think, wow, they can actually understand a language. No, it's just that the letter 4987 or something like that means hello. And so the process of training an AI is through giving it an input, getting the AI's prediction, and then comparing it with the actual target. So if the input is, for example, quick brown fox, which is like, if you don't know, this is part of the sentence that contains all of the English alphabet in one sentence, and the AI model looks at that and predicts jumped over a cat, and the actual target is jumped over the lazy dog, then in the training process, it looks at that and says, okay, you were a little bit off. You said a cat instead of the lazy dog. Let's adjust your mathematics slightly to ensure that the next time you predict that it is over the lazy dog. So this is done many, many times, except these are all numbers, right? Jumped could mean, I don't know, 6,507. Right, for example. And so in no way is it different for tool calling. In this training process, the AI was given an input of, for example, hey, you know, I'm actually a very talented artist. And then ChatGPT, as you know, saves memory now. So like if you tell it something, it saves that knowledge about you so that it can recall to you later, which is kind of creepy and dystopian, but nonetheless. Upon that input, the AI is supposed to say this little token with the right name of the tool and everything, all the details, right? And so in the same way, it was trained to generate these little tool tokens. Okay, it's just that they are hidden from the user because automatically their internal programs just don't allow that tool part to be shown, but it still exists, and that is how it's called, by simply just training the model to call the right tool in the right context. So hopefully you found out something new. If you're building some kind of app, I suggest you try Stellar AI. The link is in the description if you want to sign up.